Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Happy crisis.
Happy crisis.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And on 3, 2, 1, we are
A-MUSE.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
Now, welcome to episode 4 of A-MUSE Academy. 4, where we're gonna school you on the things that bring us together.
Oh my god.
Yay!
That's what we're gonna do. And also it's Christmas.
Crimbus.
Yeah.
I
Yay.
noticed that we've got some silly little Christmas outfits going on. I think they're very fun. I am a massive fan of Christmas, so I'm very excited that we get to...
This is Kate's episode.
Yeah, this episode is for me specifically. I am the class captain again because Christmas owns my entire arse. I love it so much. And we wanted to spread a little bit of Christmas cheer with all of you, the viewers.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
come join us on this exciting Crimbus adventure. Let's do some self-introductions, starting with Ms. Rinya.
Hello, yaho, my name is Rinya. I'm the monochrome member of A-MUSE. I really like wearing hats, as you can probably tell. And let's have a fun and jolly podcast episode. Yay!
Yay! Hi everyone, my name is Luvkii and my favourite thing to do at Christmas time is go to the beach and have a swim in the ocean.
Yay.
Let's all have a good time tonight.
Ooh. Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Lolly. And I've got a sleepy little Christmas friend on my lap. She had a little Santa hat before, but she
took
was
a little
rolling
piss.
around on the carpet to take it off, and took a pee on the floor, and now she's she's like
She did a little
peed on the
piss.
blanket.
Yeah.
I had to bring it back up to the apartment. Anyway, don't even worry about it.
His
Anyway,
friend is Lolly's dog Fergie, by the way.
anyway, on to Kate.
Hello, everybody. My name's Kate. I'm the blue member of A-MUSE, and I feel sick, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun.
That's great.
Fun. Thank you for listening. Let's have fun.
Hi everyone, my name is Aleks. I am the yellow member of A-MUSE, and if you're watching this in video form and you see I'm just like intensely looking outside, it's because I'm making eye contact with the cockroach that's on its back going.
Wait, where?
I didn't even
Don't
notice.
tell Lolly.
It's
Okay,
outside,
yuck.
It's outside.
Oh my god,
Wow.
that is a live
But
cockroach.
he-
Wait, where?
He's on his back. It's
He's
like,
on his back
but, and
going.
before it's not moving now, but before it was going.
He's just like little antennas are just
Yeah.
hanging around.
He's dancing.
It's stuck on his back.
So I can't stop staring at him because he's my friend. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll have a very, very good Christmas and let's have some fun.
Woo.
Woo. Hello everyone, my name is Pengi. I'm the pink member of A-MUSE. I'm a converted Christmas hater.
Yay.
I purchased my first Christmas tree this year.
Whoa.
So I'm very excited. I've got it up and I'm so excited to buy more decorations for it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, I'm a little bit teehee hungover today. We're a Christmas party. There was espresso martinis involved.
Always messy.
Always messy. But I'm here, I'm having fun, and I'm doing it fine.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Now, I have planned some cheeky little Christmas activities.
Whoa.
But before we move on to those, let's have a quick year wrap up. You know, Christmas is the end of the fucking year.
So true.
So let's
I almost
talk
call
about
it
that.
a winter wrap up. That's a My Little Pony reference right
It's
there.
a what?
Is that fucking right?
Yeah, they gotta like, okay, so in My Little Pony, the season winter, they gotta actually physically clean up winter themselves.
Well,
like
that
it's not
sucks.
Yeah, so like they gotta move the clouds, they gotta wake up the animals and stuff, and there's a whole song about it. It goes, winter wrap up, let's finish our holiday cheer. Anyways, that's what we're doing right now. So,
Cute.
It's summer.
Summer wrap up, summer wrap up.
Well, I mean, December is also like A-MUSE's anniversary. I think it's like the 22nd or 23rd. I should know this. But it's marked in our little calendar, and I think once it hits that date, it will be 7 years of A-MUSE.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
We old.
I feel like this year has been our busiest year yet.
We say that every year.
I don't know. Last year with the friggin' birthday lives every month was a bit of a...
True, but like with original music and like big shows and COVID finally settling down, we've managed to put in some really big events this year.
Yeah.
I think that something that I guess made the year feel extra big is like you look at Revolt Revive, right, which we had that show planned, like it was in conception, like we were conceptualizing it 2020 at the start of 2020. And
I would
then COVID
say
happened.
like 2019.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
even
long
late
time.
2019.
I
Yeah.
think after Pulsar Fuck My Life, it
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
like, oh, actually, maybe we want a sexy little horse show.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part two with the gals. Sluzzer show part 2.
Alright, but if we want to rewind a bit, around this time last year, we were prepping for the release of our very first single. Hoshi, Rocket and Reverie. Thank you so much for everyone for your support on our first ever music drop. You know, like, technically it was dropped last year, but also, you know, it was like on the cusp of last year, so
Yeah.
we're counting it as part of this year. And we had a release event in January for it in Brisbane.
Oh my god, that was this
I don't
year.
even
I know,
Oh
right?
my god.
Yeah.
That is so bizarre.
We debuted our Hoshi Rocket costumes, which, you know, took a bit out of us, but that's fine.
Oh, man.
So
Those
big.
costumes were an experience.
Required maths to like
Yeah.
calculate.
We were, because basically the costumes have those big skirts that, you know.
Suspended
and
by
then-
physics.
Yeah, suspended by physics, and then there's a little side flappy, like, airplane wing. I don't know what this is, but that's
Yeah.
what the skirts do.
It was one of those costumes where, like, I designed it without thinking about how it actually comes
Practicality.
together. So, like, you know, things like the cape and the bodice or whatever, I was like, cool, cool, cool. But then when it got to the skirt and everyone's like, Lolly, how do we do the bits? I was like,
Good question.
figure it out. Which Luvkii, I think, was the one that got it.
The
And
maths.
you two like
Great.
engineered it together.
Rinya tried to do like a math thing, and I was like, no. I
get
just
out of the way.
I just made it. I just put the tubes where I wanted them to be, and then I got a big scrap of fabric, and I roughly drew what I wanted, and I said, this is how it's going to be, and it worked out fine.
and then you did it, and then we were like, all right, do it 11 more times.
Yeah,
More of
Luvkii and I
them.
have this thing with sewing where I'm always like, you have to measure down to the millimeter. It has to be accurate. And Lovekii's like, that's about centimeter, right?
I can tell a centimeter with my eyes. I
In
just
that
know.
case, it worked really, really
Yeah.
well. You just eyeballed it and went, yeah, I'll do that 11 more times. Yeah, she'll be right. We've
My
got this.
favourite memory from the sewing was me and Rinya sitting on the floor.
Pulling
feet
tubes.
to feet, just
Because the tubes were like actual hosing tubes you use in aquariums and fish tanks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things
I like
that.
bought them at Bunnings and they came coiled in these big rolls.
Yeah,
and-
but because we had to like straighten them out a bit more for the, you know, the hem of the skirt. So me and Alex, we were sitting there blow drying it to soften it up, and then we were sitting there for like minutes, like
Hours.
just hours, just
Yeah.
tugging on it, trying to straighten it up. And we were, you know, you had Kate and Lolly and Luvkii working away at the sewing machines. You look over to the right,
We're
and
just
there's
like-
us going.
We pulled an absolute all-nighter to get those costumes done, and I remember me and Lolly were standing on the balcony
my
watching the
God.
sun come up, and then we put on Twilight, and then I was like, I fell asleep, and I woke up, and suddenly like Bella was getting the shit kicked out of her in the dance studio.
Did we go down and get like a coffee at
We
some
did.
point?
We had
a
a
coffee
Bunnings
and a
snack.
sandwich. You got a
Yeah.
Bunnings snack?
Yeah.
It was good. Fond memories.
It's so weird talking about making these costumes as part of this year, because to me that just feels like 800 years ago.
It does.
Yeah.
It feels like a last year
Yeah.
thing. It's crazy.
But yeah, all things like, it was really difficult. We were at Lolly's house for like 3 or 4 days straight.
In a row, yeah.
In a row. Like, none of us went home. Like, we were just there. And, you know, I picked up this saying this year where I kind of feel like the sewing crunch when you're up at 3 a.m. and all you want to do is sleep, but you have to get stuff done. It feels like purgatory.
Yeah.
And like,
Timeless
that was like
wasteland.
4 days straight of purgatory, but it was purgatory with my best friends.
Yeah,
And
that's
we're
true.
right. So like,
this is your life when you die.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. You know, I look back, at the time, even though it was a bit cooked, I look back with very fond memories, all things considered.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then we had our release event, I believe it was 30th and 31st of January. I remember this very distinctly because the next day the borders opened. So February 1st, yeah. Yeah, and that was pretty successful. We held 4 kind of mini shows. We did Tokdenkai, we trialed that for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, we had some little prizes to give away. It was really fun.
Then we did one of those bad boys in Sydney as well.
Yeah, in March,
We
yeah.
did the Sydney show.
Sydney.
That was so fun. We all got to see Hamilton together.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was
In
that was a
tears.
deal. I know, it's crazy to think about. And also worth noting that our Sydney show for our release mission was our biggest one.
We hit 69 attendees!
Yes.
For the longest time in the
69
lead up, I saw the
attendees.
numbers crawling up and I was like, are we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit it? And then 10 minutes before tickets closed, 69th ticket came in and I was like,
It's the
Was
sex
it
number.
just 69?
it was
Yeah.
just
I'm
69.
pretty sure we got
Exactly.
71 in the end.
Oh, okay. But we hit 69 and I was like, yeah!
It's so much fun going to Sydney. I really want to do it again.
It's fun. We got so lucky though because like
Oh my god.
Okay, so basically
Snuck
I think
in
once
when
we
the
got
borders were
into
open.
Sydney,
Yeah.
they started getting cases in Queensland and they shut off like, you know, if you're in Queensland you couldn't come to New South Wales. So we were already in New South Wales and we held our show and stuff. And I think on the Monday, so some people went home and then some of us like were staying the week so that we could like holiday and stuff. But they sent out a text being like, if you're in New South Wales and you've come from Queensland in like the last 7 days, whatever, you have to self-quarantine for 3 days. And that fucking sucked.
Because you were going to see Hamilton again.
Yeah, I mean, I ended
Wednesday.
up being able to swing it. I was supposed to see Hamilton on the Wednesday and I had to cancel it, which had me so pissed off because the earliest they could book was July. But I did manage to score one last ticket on Easter Sunday, so it was okay. But I know it was rough. For other people.
I had a ticket booked to go and see Frozen.
Oh.
And like we didn't really like. I was going with a couple friends who are not into Disney or Frozen. They were just like, you know what, we'll get the cheap Frozen tickets and we'll go along. And then I was like, okay, it's fine. We'll just cancel and rebook for Thursday. And they were like, yeah, you can do that. But the tickets are gonna cost you $200 a pop.
Ooh.
Because the cheap tickets had sold out.
Aw.
And I looked at my friends and I was like, can we go? And they were all like, yes, we'll go.
That's extra crushing considering the Frozen experience that you had.
Yeah, look, I'm a big fan of musicals. I love theatre.
No, really?
I shut up. I do think that I can be hypercritical, but we did not enjoy Frozen.
I'm sorry.
It is
I have to go watch it.
I did not enjoy it. It got to the point where every time, like, we would go out and we'd see a billboard for Frozen, Jake would loudly go, boo!
Classic Jake fashion.
We'd be in public, like, on the train, and then really loudly, yeah, classic Jake. But yeah, no, Sydney was a lot of fun. And we actually had a lot of fun themed lives this year as well.
Yes.
It's generally been really fun. And then we had the release of Revolt Revive and the Revolt Revive show, which, like we said, was in the pipeline for a really long time. So I think it's just been a good year. It's been nice. Everyone's reception to our music has been really heartwarming.
It's been a successful year.
Yeah.
We also had the debut of a new subunit, Kamellia.
Yay!
That was really
Shiny.
exciting.
It
Yeah.
was really fun. I really liked, like, it was such like a different, because I think usually we don't really get like really pretty costumes. Like, we have like really nice costumes as A-MUSE, but
But
we don't have, like,
princessy.
we don't have like
Yeah.
The
princessy.
princess core, yeah.
Those
Because
costumes
I'm
were
like, no.
I actually think that those costumes were the biggest time sink per costume.
yeah.
Because of the quilt mostly, right?
We hand quilted the velvet, and then each little bit had like a
Little intersection.
bead sewn onto each cross section. I tried to be lazy and like not quilt it and just sew the diamonds on, and everyone was like, respectfully, Kate.
That's fun.
So to be fair, I don't know about the others, but when you showed it to me, I was like, oh, you could do it. But when I designed it, I thought the quilted in mine. You're a bit like, oh, do I have to do it? And I'm like, I'm not telling you to do anything.
Well, see, the thing is, I knew it was going to look better. I just knew how long it was going to take to quilt that much fabric. But ultimately, I'm really glad that we did it.
I'm proud of you guys though. The costumes look really good, and like, I don't know. For me, I also love pretty costumes, so to see it come to fruition was very nice.
I did
Very
have this
nice.
moment where, like, it was the day before we were doing this photo video shoot, and I was looking at my costume and I was like, it's fucked. It's terrible. I've ruined it. I can't believe I've ruined Lolly's vision. I've ruined Kamellia. The debut is in the toilet. And then at Luvkii's house, and we were getting ready for the shoot, we all put the costumes on, and they straight up nearly burst into tears. I was like, they actually look
I know, and I remember when we had just finished, like, did that shoot, and there were some little things, and Kate was like, I don't have it in me I can't continue. And I was like, I will take it, it's fine, we'll bring it home. And it did, they all ended up coming together really well. I really like wearing them. I feel very sexy in my costume.
Yeah, and then they were also designated their own RPG roles. So what are your weapons?
I am a knight, and I have a sword.
What about you?
Alex goes first, I'll go last.
I am an archer, and I have a little funky little bow.
And I'm a princess, and I feel like a wanker for saying this, but Alex came up with it, but my weapon is my word.
Yeah.
Yay! Or magic.
A good ruler is the one that doesn't rule with strength, but with their words.
Whoa.
With their words, like wanker.
Real.
Get on the beers.
Get on the beers, you wanker.
And really quickly, what are Pulse's weapons down the line?
Oh God, I have no idea.
Oh, you want to
Violent
quiz?
person.
What did you put in the quiz?
I can't remember.
You
I
put
think-
knife.
I
How
think-
come I remember this?
Wait, there was
Because
a
it
quiz?
means more to you.
The quiz, the which A-MUSE member are you quiz?
I don't remember. I'm not a violent person. I'm sexy.
I forgot which ones you put because you changed like half my answers.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I only changed the lyric one.
Ladies, it's Christmas time. Let's
Anyways,
not bicker at the dinner table on Christmas.
Pengi is knife, Lolly was her sexy mind, and I was gun. Gun.
That quiz
Rinya
was so
gun.
funny because like
We all
80
love
people replied and
about
40 of them were Luvkii
For
people.
context, this was a which A-MUSE member are you quiz that Rinya did up just for a laugh.
Just for a laugh.
Just for fun. And yeah, most of the people who did the quiz got Luvkii.
I got Luvkii.
Did you?
I'm looking forward to seeing you all in prison.
Oh my gosh.
Relatable Luvkii.
Just Luvkii things.
So I think to summarize, this year has been obviously very busy, but also really fun and very
Rewarding?
rewarding.
Yeah, to new heights next year.
Which,
Woo!
speaking of, the 2022 Pantone Colour of the Year is A-MUSE Purple.
Yay! What's it called? Very purple or some shit
I
like
forget.
that?
It's
like-
called A-MUSE Purple.
Yes, A-MUSE Purple, which I am taking to mean that I can't speak English. Next year will be A-MUSE's
It's
year.
going to be our year.
We've got some plans cooking in the back
sure
burner.
fucking do.
So just stay tuned. When don't we have to?
Yeah.
Plans cooking in the back though. But even more so for this year, we got big exciting things coming. Reaching for new heights, probably killing ourselves again over the costume grind. Ha ha ha.
No.
Amy's growth is realizing that we actually need sleep. So yeah.
Quickly, everyone, I would like you all to share with the class your favourite memory, just not the favourite, just a favourite memory from the year, and also any New Year's resolutions you might have regarding group activities.
Start down that end. I need to
Me too.
think.
I'll go first. I haven't thought about this, but it's fine. My favourite memory. My favourite memory was making Revolt Revive. No, my favourite memory, because my dad helped us to record Revolt Revive. I feel like I've told this story before, but I love it. My dad was helping us to record Revolt Revive, and once the finished product, was there, I, was playing it for him. And my dad is a very, stony-faced person, unless you get him talking about something, that he's passionate about, but he's very difficult to read. And literally, the first line of the song happens. It's every second my pass. He pauses it. He looks at me and he says, "You girls might do quite well with that one."
Yay, Uncle Bruce. What about your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's fucking resolution, jeez. Like I said, my weapon is my word. F-bombs everywhere. My New Year's resolution is, look, it's no secret. We've made music in the past. We'd like to make music again. I would like to make more really good music. I would like to make more songs that we resonate with and that are, yeah.
I'll go next. So one of my favourite memories, I'm going to tack onto Kate's for this one, was we showed the finished product to her mum, and we handed her a pen light, and for those who are listening, she started doing the rave, hop with the pen light. She turned it to pink and she started going, yeah, and jumping in time to Revolt Revive.
Yeah,
I remember
cute.
very, very distinctly. Another of my favourite memories was warming up for Revolt Revive for some reason, because all of the tech boys and all the staff joined in as well.
That was fun.
So I was playing dropping or whatever was on the playlist, and I was like, all right, stretch this, stretch that, and then all our tech boys and staff in their little safety vests were also I want to stretch as well. I don't know, it's just something very endearing.
Felt very uniting.
Yeah.
And what about?
New Year's resolution? To be sexy. I don't know, I guess, to make more music, to kind of expand our reach more, spread the word of J-pop to Australia, to the world. And if borders open up, I'd really like to, do a show outside of Australia. I think that would be really cool, but that might be a 2023 resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. I think my favourite memory was when we were in Sydney and we'd all had so much to drink and a big meal at the Viking restaurant.
Yes.
I really like us when we were on holidays together and we're all piled in the same room, freshly showered, dogpiling on the same bed, just being together.
Lolly showing me Sayran's cheeks on her little doll. Yes.
And I think my New Year's resolution is going to be I want to have a flawless show where I make no dance mistakes.
Whoa.
You already do that, Queen.
I mean,
You're sexy and perfect.
I've never made a single mistake in my life.
I know this and I love you.
For me, I guess I'm in a similar vein to you where like a lot of my favorite memories of A-MUSE this year are like the times that we get to spend like not working. Like definitely in Sydney, you know, when we went to the Viking restaurant and I was drunk as hell. Hamilton was great. Even just like when we were chilling in our hotel rooms, that was all like stuff that I really treasure. And I also feel like I have like short-term memory loss, I feel like, but I feel like, you know, we've spent some time together recently just outside of work that I have enjoyed as well. There was a time like last month when we were working on Revolt Revive costumes and we were initially going to shoot the costumes that night, but we ended up not doing it. I think we were all feeling a bit burnt out. We still had some stuff to do in the costumes. So everyone came over and we just like...
We ordered ramen. We watched a movie. We watched 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, and people who are our patrons, they would have seen the Patreon vlog where I'm like passed out on the floor with Fergie, and you're like, oh, you missed the cock and ball torture.
Is there cock and ball torture?
We don't know.
I was busy singing "Love Me Like You Do" instead of watching the film.
What about your New Year's resolution, Lolly?
This is tough because I've got a lot. Like, I really want to improve my singing and dancing, particularly my dancing. I feel like I let myself become a bit slack with it over time, and I've really been trying to work on building it up again. But also, like, I've been on TikTok, but I've also been off social media for most of this year, and next year I'd like to come back and I guess be
what the K-poppies call a comeback? A comeback.
Become an influencer.
Is that right? But I don't know, I just want to come back like it better, and I want to be able to keep in contact with the people who follow us more and be a more positive influence. That's, I think...
Yeah, kudos.
Yeah, on to Alex.
My favourite memory of this year, it's kind of like the same thing, like it's kind of bundled together with a few different moments, but I really love like our after show hangouts, because usually after every show we'll like, once everyone's left, we'll kind of pack up and like we'll clean everything and then we'll go and we'll usually go and get dinner afterwards, and I really like just like hanging out with everyone after the shows and like kind of like
Relaxing.
seeing each other and like just kind of like being really proud of each other for what we've done that night and just hanging out and like that as well. And I also really loved it. Unfortunately, like around the initial Revolt Revive date is also going to be my birthday party for my 21st birthday, and that didn't happen because we went into lockdown. But everyone ended up coming over to my house, and we had dinner. We watched a couple
Free
of
Guy?
movies. No, that was different.
It was a different
We
hangout.
dressed up.
Yeah, we all went over to Alex's place.
I swear we watched Free Guy that night.
No, that's a different one.
What did we watch? We watched something.
You made us watch.
Just Dance.
We watched.
No, you had your Spotify playlist on.
I
remember you were cutting your cake to
Just
Dope by
Chat.
BTS.
I love that for me. But that was really fun because I was really sad, but everyone ended up coming over and we wore the like dresses and stuff we were gonna wear to my initial birthday party. So it was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And my resolution for the new year. Everyone like. I want to do everything. Like,
Yeah.
It's so hard to like,
Everything.
It's
Everything.
so hard to pin it down to just like one thing, but I think like expanding and like reaching more people, and like I want to be more confident as well with not just like dancing and singing, but like interacting with people, because I feel like at shows I get very like
Shy Alex.
yeah. And also I get like I don't like being perceived.
Me.
So whenever people talk to me, I'm just like, oh my god, I get freaked out, even though like I really love it when people come up and talk to me, and like I like interacting with the people who support us. So I want to try and be more open and receptive to people talking and not freak out when I get attention.
Miss Pengi, lucky last.
Lucky last. Well, I think one of my favorite memories, like, it's so hard to pick one because there's so many nice memories, but I think I'm, like, very in the same boat as you two. Like, Sydney was such a lovely, lovely memory. I think, like, the night that, like, we were all taking photos together outside of Hamilton, like, just as we were about to go in, I was, like, Bitches, I am living my dream life. I've gone on holiday to Sydney to see a musical with my best friends and we're all taking pictures together.
Yeah.
And what all sexy.
Yeah. And what's all sexy and what more could a bitch ask for in her life?
There's this very distinct photo I remember of all our partners all
boys,
standing
like
in
the
like
boys pose.
in the boys pose, because on the window of the Hamilton like the theater, they had like silhouettes of like the actors, and there was one of all the main boys, Hamilton and his boys. So all our boys got together and they were like recreating it.
It was really cool. Yeah, I had so much fun that trip, and I know that my partner Cam did as well. So I think that was a good one, and I'd like to go on more holidays with A-MUSE.
Yeah.
Ooh, stay tuned.
I think my New Year's resolution, like, it's the very same hat with everybody else, but like I know for me, my dancing in particular, like, coupled with that, I really just want to become like physically stronger, so I can become a better dancer, and just really like I feel like I've come leaps and bounds, but like really just be more confident on stage and have the stage presence that I've always wanted to have. And of course, I want to make some more killer merch.
The merch.
So,
the merch.
merch is something that brings me so much joy with A-MUSE. Like, even as like a graphic designer, I do a lot of digital work. Like 90% of the work that I do, like in my normal job, is digital work. And like I was telling this to the girls the other night, but it just kind of like you see it on a screen and you're like, yeah, right. But when you get to make something and like physically hold it in your hands, it's so exciting. I don't know, I get to hold something and be like, I made this.
Also, just serotonin of having little fun things to have, like little trinkets, little treasures, little shirts to put on and be
the
like,
serotonin of being able to hold something in my hand that's like just being shut out of my brain into my hands. It's just like
technology.
yeah. We love it.
We love it.
Yeah. So onward to 2022. 2021's been great. Thank you.
Year of
A-MUSE. Year of A-MUSE.
Thank you,
2022.
Pantone. Very cool.
Yeah, thank you, Pantone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
We're about to move on to our silly little activities.
Ooh.
But before we do, I wanted to. Okay, we'll do a little throwback. The year is, I don't know, 2007.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're in. I mean, I was. In
Alex
primary school.
wasn't even born.
The year is primary school.
Yeah.
Or even like early high school. I don't know. It's
Okay.
the last day of the year. You're having like your class party muck-up day.
Yeah.
Really, why is it even a school day? Why are you there? Who knows? All you're doing is running around and being little shits, cracking little fucking crackers.
It's to hang out with the boys.
Hang out with the boys.
It's just, it is a day to hang out with the boys. But I have these visceral memories of this in Australia. I don't know if that is a thing like overseas. I don't know if that's a thing that y'all happened at your school. Like, it's the last day of school, they hand out the report cards and Shrek comes in on the VCR and then you have a pizza party and then you do the class secret Santa and everyone cries like, this was the best year of my life. And then,
Every year.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What were your Christmas at school experiences?
So in high school, we would what we had to do was, because they would, get people to come in and deep clean everything. So we had to stack all the chairs and the desks and stuff. Which meant that the classroom was just bare, and you never see it bare. So it's really weird. So everyone's on the floor, rolling around.
The energy in that room.
The energy in that room. And in primary school, I don't know about other people, but our class would bring a plate of food from home, and we would have a class party, and there'll be music, and we'll just be doing whatever 12-year-olds did back then.
There was one year in middle school, because me and Rinya went to high school and middle school together, where the classroom was all clear and it was empty, and we were dancing around, and we were listening to really edgy sad songs.
Well,
and one of them was Jar of Hearts. And we were doing ballet and stuff. We were being really dramatic and sad and interpretive dance in the year 8 classroom.
Well, I have no memories of Christmas in school at all. When you mention the VCR, I'm and when you say cleaning up the classroom, I'm yeah, that happened. That's it.
Nothing else.
Fair.
I have, I think in my brain when it comes to primary and high school, I have a set of 15 memories that are extremely visceral, and everything outside of that
Is a blur.
gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
But that's also because I went to 3 different primary schools as
Yeah.
well, so it's I went to a lot of places and met a lot of people and had different experiences. My high school memories are a lot more consistent, and we didn't do shit about fucking high school. It got to the end of the year and you wouldn't do any little Christmas activities. Everyone was just kind of oh yeah, we'll watch shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the end of the year.
Yes,
Another visceral memory just popped into my brain. So in primary school, it's not that, it kind of was an expectation, but you didn't have to if you didn't want to. You would get cards and candy canes for everyone.
And
you would
hate
write-
every single person that gave me the peppermint flavor if they didn't give me the rainbow one.
No, I was good, but you would go out and bug your mum and be like, hey, can you buy a 20-pack of cards so I can send everyone in my class?
Handwrite a card to every
Handwrite a
single
card.
person.
And so the people who were you were best friends with you oh my god, I'm gonna miss you so much. I hope we're in the same class next year, blah 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 blah. And then to those who you're to Josh from Merry Christmas from Rinya. And then take the candy cane inside and that was that.
I love that shit. See,
I used to do that.
my
Collect
family
and
wasn't in a
hoard,
position
yeah.
to do that in bulk when I was a kid, so I always felt bad because I could never do it myself. But every year around Christmas, I'd be waiting for every time I'd lift up my desk and there'd be new candy canes there.
That's the perk of dating someone who works in a primary school is that at Christmas time I'm bring me the chocolate box. I'll have that. Giving gifts to your teachers.
Did anyone ever they would start eat the candy canes but suck it to the point where it was really sharp and then you would be shanking each other and the teachers were stop doing that and you were shank to your best friend.
Okay, no, I would just realize I would just suck on it to the point that it became a little shank and I didn't realize how sharp it was and
You'd
then I would
stab
be
yourself.
I taste blood, haha. And then I would be oh hang on, that's more normal. I would just cut my mouth. I have this distinct memory. This one year, our homeroom teacher was a dance teacher, and so for the last day of the year, we all went down to the dance room, which was not our classroom, but she was I'm the dance teacher. We can do what we want. And we all, you doing Jar of Hearts, we were dancing around to songs like that, but also I have this visceral memory of dancing around to It's Getting Hot in Here. And this is a bunch of 12-year-olds I am taking their ties off and swinging them around in the dance rooms. Yeah, the energy of primary school end of year is...
I really don't have. I'm the same as Lolly. I don't really have that many distinct memories. The memories I do have. One from my second high school when I was doing Japanese there, and my teacher made us a gyudon type of thing in her classroom from this really shitty slow cooker thing. And then my other memory is I think one of the last days of high school for me, the year I graduated, my English class, we were all really close together, and me and a couple of other girls and a guy, we bought this massive slab of cake from Woolies. I went and pre-ordered it and I went up and I was oh, can you get this? And because I was always late for my classes for English, but my teacher, Mr. H, thank you for being patient with me. I was always late for my classes. I'd be 15 minutes late to every single class for some reason. So we got him a cake and I wrote on it, I'm so sorry for being late this year, to all my, basically just being I'm sorry for being late.
Apology cake.
And because he at the time he looked like a brown-haired Seth Rogen. So my other friends got little sticks and printed out photos of Seth Rogen and stuck it in the cake. And when he came to the classroom, he was oh my god,
That's so sweet.
it was really soft. And
That's
it was just
cute.
that was my favorite end of school. One, because I was finishing high school forever, but two, because it was just a good little day.
You mentioning Japanese classes did remind me of one time when I was taking Japanese in high school at the end of the year. So they'd always have the Japanese teachers rotating because the Japanese was the bludge class. And I felt really bad because at one point this one guy came in and he was really earnest, but people treated it like a bludge. So he was whatever. Anyway, end of the year came and he was I'm going to put on an anime movie for everyone. And everyone was yeah! He put on Junji Ito's Gyo.
Oh my goodness!
It came on and I was
Excuse me?
hold on. Is this allowed?
Trauma.
You know.
Oh, bestie.
I was
And then Lolly got trauma.
Yeah.
Oh no, see, I was already familiar with Junji Ito's works, but that's why when it came on, I was like, hold on.
So
Hold on.
Sir.
And then he puts on The Ring. It's like My Little Kid.
Just like there, there are scenes of people like having sex, and then there's this big fucking monster fish eating everyone, and people scream. Like the whole thing's pretty fucking horrific. And I was like, first of all, this movie adaptation was shit. But I was like, I don't know if you can.
you were expecting like a Ghibli movie?
Yeah.
You get like Howl's Moving Castle or Spirit
Not
of
Wales.
Wales.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Nice.
What about you, Pengi?
I think honestly, my most distinct memories from both primary school and high school, to be honest, like at the end of the year when things got a bit like chilled out, I would have days where I'd be like, Mom, can I just
I would also
not
Yeah.
and she'll be like, sure. But I did
Damn, wish that
never
were
be us.
Could never be us. Damn, wish that were me.
however, my thing was that like basically the whole way through primary school and high school I was always really involved because I was so involved in music. I was always a part of the like end of year concerts
Aww.
and stuff like that. So at the end of primary school I did have like my very last one in grade 7 that I did. I opened one of the songs like with a solo and thought I was like the hottest shit ever because I got to perform my solo in front of the whole school. I was like shitting my pants. I was like, I thought that I was so cool, and then I was like, I am shitting my tiny 12-year-old pants about this. But you know what? It went well, and it was fun, and I had fun. But the whole way through high school, I know my high school did a carols show in the chapel every year, so I was always a part of the carol show, and my mum actually tells me that it's one of the things she misses the most about me being in school was like being able to go to the carol show.
Yeah.
Because it was like the Stewie Chapel is like beautiful and it has a really big stained glass window, and it would all be in there, and they would have the stands, and we would be singing like Christmas carols and stuff in the stands against the stained glass window. And there was one year where it was storming, so it was like
dramatic.
so hectic. Like you would see these like lightning flashes like outside the stained glass while we were singing.
Cool.
Very Harry Potter.
Yeah, it was very Harry Potter, and there was a year where we did the oh how the bells sweet all sing the same, and that was really good. That was my favorite song that we ever did for Christmas. But yeah, I miss that, and I think we also had like a celebration of excellence at the end of every year, and we used to have them either at the Chandler Sports Centre or at City Hall. So rehearsing for the City Hall one was always really fun because we got like a day off of classes to go and do our rehearsals at the City Hall and see like the big organ and stuff like that. And I think by the time we got to like grade 11, grade 12, when we were finished with rehearsals, they were like, just leave. Take yourself home. So that was always really chill and good, and that's probably what I miss the most about school in general.
I think I also was in a bunch of choirs and stuff like that, and I really loved getting to do Christmas carols and things like that. They were a lot of fun. I haven't sung a Christmas carol in yonks.
I don't believe it.
Not in like a choir setting. In my house by myself doesn't count. Yep.
Gifts.
Okay.
So me and Alex are sitting here vibrating because
I keep being like, I have some activities, but wait. No, actually, now that we have set the scene for the classic Aussie classroom Christmas situation, we're moving on to our first.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
We're moving on to our first activity, which is Secret Santa.
Yay! Well, so we like to call it Sneakrit Santa. An A-MUSE tradition, as you know, is to fuck up every single word. If we do a new song, what's an example? Revolt Revive. Ronkit. Reverie is what?
She's got it shoved in between the two.
For those listening right now, Kate's got a big sack of presents.
I have a big old Santa sack.
I was just trying to get it up from under the table.
I was trying to lift it up on top of the table to show everybody, but I feel like this isn't gonna.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, let's cut it out through the side.
Ho.
So true.
I'm Santa, and I'm reaching in, and I'm gonna grab the first gift, which is for.
I'm going to guess that's mine. Never mind. I thought the washi tape was cats.
Check the bag.
That's a gift for someone.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe we should
Process
leave
of
it all on the
elimination.
table?
No, you gotta have the Christmas experience of
One at a time.
Santa.
Who's
Oh
this
my
one?
god.
Someone's been a very good girl, I'm sure. It's Luvkii.
For me.
Whoa.
I'm so hyped that I get to go first.
I just found a big stick.
Describe what your packaging is. What are you holding in your hot little hands?
I'm holding something that feels like a really long tube, and there's like a little box taped to the middle of it. It kind of looks like a fishing rod from Animal Crossing.
Auntie Donna voice. I just found a
It
big
looks like
stick.
a fucking wrapped candy.
It does.
Oh, it might be
yeah.
that too. Okay, shall I open it, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, we don't like. I mean, it's Secret Santa, but we've specifically labelled them anonymously. Like, it's not to Luvkii from Kate. It's not like that. We have to guess.
Okay,
And Luvkii has the hardest job because she's going.
I'm
first.
going for the first box. It's a little cardboard box, and I'm going to open up the inside of it. Bop, bop, bop. What could this be? There's more paper. Oh, it smells.
Surprise!
It
It's
smells
just
really
paper.
good. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yes! Oh my god.
I saw the shape.
I said we all kind of said what we
have
would
to
like.
censor this.
We might have to censor this. We all said what we would like, and I said I wanted a
Wait,
candle.
show this camera.
This camera.
I said I wanted a candle that was in the shape of a sexy lady. And it is a candle in the shape of a sexy lady.
Wait, what's the smell?
She's got a good arse.
She's dummy thick.
What's the smell?
You may all pass it around for smelling.
I don't know what that smell is.
That is so, I'm so excited to put this in my house. I said to the
Helen's
guys,
gonna be like, what the fuck?
I want a sapphic house with lots of sexy lady things in it. So
It's a herbally kind of smell.
I would like to
a
smell.
I like it a lot. That is so cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what could be in this tube now?
Smells like soap.
It does.
There's a big tube.
Tube.
Oh, that didn't work.
I think it's on. It's like you can take this bit off. It's like a poster tube.
Oh, it's a poster tube.
So you can
okay.
just.
This,
So I
this
should
is a
just
poster,
open-
it's huge.
It's a
so
big
Luvkii is
poster.
opening the tube.
Oh,
I bet
okay.
it's Twilight.
I
I've
hope it's
also bet it's Twilight.
Oh my god, is it an umbrella?
It's not a poster.
It's an umbrella! It's a Twilight umbrella! I love it! Oh my god, let me open it up for the cameras.
What's it say on it?
Okay, it has like a button.
Oh my god, it's got a button.
What does it say? Hold on, what does it
It
say? Bella
says-
Edward, I dream about being with you forever. And the F in forever is capitalized.
Wow.
This is perfect because Brisbane has been having some really rainy weather lately, so
She said
bust this one out.
Oh my god, you guys.
We'll catch you jumping in puddles.
Do I need to guess who got this
Yes,
one?
you have
to.
I feel like this has Pengi written on it. Is this a Pengi gift?
Wasn't me.
The thing that makes me say Pengi is the candle. Who else could it be? Was it you?
No, it was not me.
Was it Kate? Was it Wally? Thank you so much, Wally. I love it. This is like so
Where did you
fucking
get
good.
the umbrella?
So, okay, here's my little story about the umbrella. So, pop culture, so on their eBay store, they've discounted all of their Twilight merch, down to fucking nothing. And so, one night, I was like, oh, because I'd been, looking at Facebook Marketplace for Twilight merch, and I was finding, fucking nothing. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to hop on eBay. And pop culture was just they had I almost wanted to go double the limit because they just had so much dumb shit that was discounted to nothing. Anyway, this umbrella was $20. And first of all, I thought it was it was going to be a tiny little umbrella. It wasn't. It was a fucking full-sized thing. So I didn't even bother opening it. But when I ordered it, you know how when you order something on eBay, you get an automatic confirmation, right?
Yeah.
But then sometimes sellers will send a hand-done one later.
Yeah.
Pop culture sent me one at 5 a.m. And I was like, who the fuck has woken up at 5 and gone, oh my god, someone's ordered a Twilight umbrella. And been like, thanks for ordering. Anyway, I had a fucking laugh about it. But
I love it. This
Merry
is the best Christmas gift ever. I love it.
Next.
All right, the next good little elf on Santa's list is Pengi.
Oh.
Whoa.
Where is our...
That's really cute. The wrapping's really... It is cute. All right, It's squishy.
Squishy.
Squinchy.
It's a squish.
It's a squish.
Squishmallow.
We need a dad with a bag.
It's
to
also
take the
pink like
wrapping paper.
Pengi.
Cut it.
It's pink like
It
Pengi.
is pink.
Oh.
We win!
Oh!
in a little nurse outfit, and it's so fucking cute. What a baby.
Oh, that's really cute.
Which one of you?
You gotta guess.
Lucy.
Me? No.
Luvkii.
I'm great at wrapping gifts, actually.
You're right, but you're like looking me straight in the eye.
I like to throw everyone off.
Winya.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
We need to have me.
Yeah.
I also got
Yeah.
Luvkii last year.
Double
so
trouble.
the reason why I got the nurse was because Pengi, out of all of us, is the most notorious for getting sick all the time.
Oh my god, yes.
So I thought I would get her a little plush cinema roll to look after her and take her temperature.
Oh,
It's bloody
that's
cute.
so cute.
You are so right though. Every time I get sick, to be honest, I've done really well this year, but when I get sick, I can never do like a halfway job of it. I always just get really sick. I end up with bronchitis and I'm in bed for 2 weeks. It's just hectic. So, thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next little elf is Lolly.
Wow.
La Lolly.
Wait, which camera? Oh,
What
it's
have you
got
got
this. It's wrapped in like pink little wrapping paper, and it's got some metallic trees on it. I think it's very cute. I like it a lot. All right.
La lolly.
Super. I like this tape. Very fun.
You're unwrapping it so carefully.
I'm a terror.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, I always like taking my time.
Are you gonna keep it? Are you gonna keep it wrapping?
Suspense. Maybe I fucking will.
Oh my goodness. So what is it, Lolly?
Okay, so first of all, there's this very cute little cinnamon roll, like pass case, or I can use it to store photo cards. Very cute. It comes with a little lanyard. I like it a lot. I think it's very cute.
What's the kicker, Lolly? What's the kicker, Lolly? Whoever gave this to me, I hope you know, I love you very much. One of our yearly A-MUSE Christmas traditions is that we'll get together and we'll watch I'm in Love with a Church Girl. And last year it got taken off Netflix. However, I now have my very own DVD copy of I'm in Love with a Church Girl starring Ja Rule. So we need to reiterate, this is a straight to DVD, like $5 Kmart bin, like movie.
Very
It is-
niche movie.
It is
It's
niche.
so bad.
It is such a bad
Really
movie.
good film.
It is Lolly's favorite film.
Come as you are.
It's like the opening credits are like starring Ja Rule, written by Ja Rule, produced by God.
This heartfelt and riveting drama is poised to be the best film of the year. Anyway,
now?
I think this was Alex because when the present came out, you immediately went,
No, it wasn't me, Cody. I just knew about it.
No,
I wish it was me.
okay.
it wasn't me.
Luvkii.
So the thing is, this was a spicy one because Luvkii actually approached all of us and said, I have purchased this DVD for Lolly.
3 months ago.
And 3 months ago,
There's a story.
she purchased this and she came to us and said, can you fix Secret Santa so I get Lolly? And I said, absolutely, I can do that.
This DVD, I went to a DVD shop in the city and I was like, I need a special order, the legit copy of this DVD. And the guy was like, what is this 2-hour-long Ja Rule movie? We can't find it anywhere. This is ordered, like, they picked it from the States and it took 3 months to get here.
I was going to say, where did you find this?
that one movie shop with the aliens out front in the
Yeah, in the Maya Center. I was
They're
like,
really neat. Like
They order in DVDs?
they do. They were
So
like,
did you go in specifically and ask for this?
yes, I was like, I'm in Love with the Church Girl by Ja Rule. And the guy was on the computer like, that we will find it for you. And I got a call like a month later. He's like, we found it. We can get it. So I have had this on the go since like August. I
Oh
was like,
my
I need
God.
to get this movie for Lolly. There you
Love
go.
you so
I'm in love with the Church Girl. I'm in love with Lolly Dove.
I'd like to watch it again this year.
Of course you would.
Oh, I love it. Great.
Put it on your shelf. With
I
all your
will.
cute
I
things.
will.
The next good little elf is me.
Wow.
And I can tell by looking at this handwriting that this is from Shim.
You haven't even opened it yet.
Just go read a card. Am I allowed to read it out loud? Is it what she says? Am I going to cry?
I don't know.
Dear Kate, thank you for always being there for me. I am so proud of all the accomplishments you have achieved this year. That's very nice, thank you. You are one of the most beautiful, kind-hearted people I know. I'm so grateful to have you. I love you, Alex Shim.
Oh, you're gonna make me teary.
Open the gift.
Okay, Alex.
Someone likes to see the baby.
I'll take the W. Sorry, it's wrapped so fucked.
Okay.
Okay, the story behind this, I was originally gonna make it a gag, wrapping gift thing, but I didn't want to put it inside a bag, and I originally wrapped this like a cat tree.
Oh.
When Alex was getting in my car today, the gifts, it was just so much stuff. I was like, this is a $30 limit, queen.
It is.
I mean, I feel
Where'd you get the wrapping paper?
We
It's
could
nice.
have
Yeah, it
seen
is
the
cute.
cat tree in the Santa sack.
Oh, I didn't plan it properly at all.
Alright, so basically it's a big silver log.
And I realized I probably forgot to take the price tag off that one, but it's
I will
fine.
not look. Is this a Funko
Kate
Pop?
can't read.
What is it?
Is it a Funko Pop, Alex?
That's a very small Funko Pop.
You can get the little curvy ones, like the tiny little curvy ones.
It's okay, so we've established I'm a Christmas hoe. This is a little Isabel Christmas tree ornament and I'm obsessed. Thank you.
I saw it and I was like, that's okay. It's Christmas and it's Animal Crossing.
She's going directly on my fucking tree. And then we've also got there's bits in here. Fucking bits.
Little bits.
Lots of little bits.
There's so many bits. I feel very spoiled. There's lots of bits to open. This feels like a mug.
Oh.
It's a dinosaur mug.
Hey.
Little guy.
It says dinosaur. Best for you.
Aww.
That's right.
To go with Kate's
So
Christmas
true.
dinosaur.
Here's a Christmas dinosaur that I bought from the Christmas doof shack
The
the other
3.5 meter long
I
Christmas
bought this
dinosaur.
before and I'm so glad it's matched up now. But I like the lid the most.
I want to see.
Yeah, the lid's very cute. Hang on, let me unwrap all the little bits so that I can show you the camera. Oh my god!
What kind of dinosaur is it?
Oh, it's a spoon!
Oh, baby.
Spawn.
I love it.
I love the little lid. That's so fun.
I remember when I first met Lolly. Well, this is okay. This is after. Okay, hang on. I'll show you the dinosaur first. There he is.
That's bloody cute.
That is a bit cute.
I'm tearing up. It's so fucking cute. Thank you. But when I first met Lolly, not like the first meeting, but Lolly has a couple of younger siblings, and I can't remember how it got brought up, but I was like, I really love dinosaurs, and this bitch absolutely decimates me by saying, so does my brother. He's 4. And I was like,
And you know, she said it in her lolly way, where she was like, just said it without thinking.
okay,
Thanks.
there is one more bitch in here.
A little bit.
This is a staple.
Oh, it is a staple. She's gotten me. Snow Fairy from Lush.
Half these bitches and A-MUSE be smelling
We
like
smell
Oh
like
my
snow.
god! So sometimes I'm like, girls, give me all your costumes. I'll hand wash them. And some of the girls like to use Snow Fairy as their perfume, whatever. But the smell of Snow Fairy mixed with sweat is such a
nauseating.
that now every time I smell Snow Fairy, I'm like, it's fine when it's in its base form like this, but something about it just makes me go for a second.
I was putting on my makeup yesterday and I sprayed myself in the face with Snow Fairy instead of my setting spray.
At least it smelled
The
nice.
end.
Alright, let's
Next.
Oh,
gift.
next.
This is my silly Christmas wristband.
Super.
Alright.
Super.
The next good little elf on Christmas is
Too many pill pasties.
that's for Alex.
Wow.
Even. Wow.
The noise.
Yeah, no scrunchie.
What is it?
It's a yellow scrunchie.
Whoa.
It's velvet. It's for my head.
Yep.
Wow. We got another fucking staple.
Hey, the
The
exact
Snow
same.
Fairy lips.
Very
I
bitches.
fucking stink so bad right now.
Take shots of Snow Fairy.
Snow Fairy
I
cocktail.
got the little guy.
Aw.
It's a soy collection creamy mini caramel from Dust.
Oh, yum yum candle. Yum 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 yum.
Yum yum yum
creamy.
This is the second year I've gotten you.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot.
Oh my god.
it smells so
I would like to
good.
smell the
You
baby.
pass it around.
It is the Luvkii. Ooh.
And I think Pengi got that for me.
Yeah, this is a very classic Pengi
But I
gift.
love it. I love it.
Ooh.
I know what you
Yum,
like.
yum, 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 yum,
Yeah,
yum.
yum, yum, yum.
It's like my favorite.
Lucky last for
Gee, I
Rinya.
wonder who my Secret Santa is.
But
So-
I was like, this is close enough, and it's a little bit smaller.
It smells the same, and I love it.
So we use a website to randomize and decide like who gets who for Secret Santa, and I swear it must be rigged because half of us got the exact same people as last year.
Okay.
I did have to rig it so that Luvkii would get Lolly.
But even then,
My
Yeah.
special request.
I got Kate last year, and she got me a wonderful Animal Crossing T-shirt and a huge bag of jelly beans, and I
That's right.
demolished that immediately.
Oh,
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you're gonna give me jelly beans and expect me not to eat them?
You've got the
Anyways,
daughter of a pharmacist
I've
right
got
now.
Pharmacy jelly beans as well.
Pharmacy jet. Oh, I've got a little card. It's got a little shib on it. I don't have scissors.
You can just like rip it off the edge.
It's very
Oh,
well
wrapped. Nice job.
It's very,
I
very
like to
beautiful. I'm going to. It says Rinya on the card. Only one person calls me Rinya. Oh, it's a little ship
Oh,
card. It is so cute.
Very good.
Miniso. Dear Rinya, happy crisis. Thank you for being the best dance mama ever. You always do me a big support when I am nervous, and I love you. Big love, Sneak Rat Satan. Even if I got
The
given the
wording
trust,
is very
Sneak
Kate.
no one else calls it Sneak Rat except us two.
Secret Satan.
Secret Satan.
Also, like, big X
Yeah.
is very Kate language.
Yeah.
A big
Do
support.
me a big
A big support, a big sing, a big
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Kato. Oh,
That's okay.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a rip.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
I like
Like
a
wrapping
rip.
paper.
Oh,
To me.
oh my gosh! It's a little Kurami Cheki album.
Whoa!
Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I love it.
That's really good.
So cute.
So I've gotten into. It came with a little Kurami kind of like little weird Polaroid stand-in. I'm going to treasure it. Mwah. So, do you have to put in your own slots?
No,
Oh, is there-
because I've got the cinnamon roll
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can just slide them in.
Is it just okay? No, because I got into my Sanrio phase a little later than everyone else because I did that. I went through that middle school phase of
I
self-hate.
hate pink.
I hate pink.
Girl
I
things.
hate girly
Things for
things. I'm
girls.
one of the boys, and now I'm like Kuromi's my my
She's
babe.
probably a bit like that herself.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
a little
is.
bit. But yeah, I love Kuromi because she's a little cunt, a little dickhead, and a little dickhead. And Kate just got me a checky album. Oh, I'm gonna put my best checkies in here. 6 slots for 6 girls. Six slots for 6 sluts.
Imagine if I like gave it to you and put Checky of me.
Sorry, that's way over our limit. I would have treasured it forever. I would have been like on my deathbed, like children, look after this, and they open it, it's just a checky full of Kate.
Me like
Checky
slut
album.
dropping.
Thank you so much.
Shall we all hold up our special
Yes.
gifts?
Hold up our special gifts for the camera.
Special little surprises.
A
I
little
can't
gifts.
hold all of mine.
A little gifts.
Dinosaur. Best for you.
Whoa.
Miles Montego has it all, including a pass.
Are you gonna pop it?
No, it's bad.
The Twilight umbrella.
Which umbrella's up
No,
inside?
it
can't be
gets cancelled
bad.
out because of the fact it's a Twilight umbrella.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, there
I
are
do
gifts.
have one little activity for everyone.
Whoa, another one.
This activity is it's a who is most likely to activity with a bit of a twist.
Bit of a
Yeah,
twist.
Christmas twist.
So it was brought to my attention this year that some members in the group have never had a Christmas stocking before.
Oh.
And that really upset me.
Oh,
So what I've done is I've prepared a little communal A-MUSE stocking.
Whoa.
And in
For
the
all of our
stocking-
feet.
Yes, all our feet go in there. It's filled with little chalky treasures.
Oh.
And the chalky treasures have questions taped to them about which A-MUSE member would be the most likely to XYZ.
Yeah.
So we're going to go down the line. You pull out your little fucking thing. You get your chalky.
Is it full of good chockies?
It's favourites. So, you know.
Yum.
So the good
Um,
chockies?
The questions are also school related, i.e. who would be the most likely to get a detention. So have fun with that. We'll start down the end with Miss.
For those listening, we have our sketchbooks out and we've pre-written on 6 pages all the names and members of the A-MUSE group. Why did I say it like that?
A-MUSE
the
group.
A-MUSE group. So we will just flip to who we think most likely will be. And you should do, whoever reads out a question should do a little countdown so we can all turn it
Would you
together.
like me to answer it too?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you'll have to give me a hot second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Read out the question.
First
Crunchy.
one. I got crunchy. Yeah. Which A-MUSE member would be the teacher's pet? Is everybody?
Are you ready?
I'm
Is
ready.
everybody ready?
Yep.
All right.
3,
2,
1.
Whoa. What do we all got?
Kate. So that's, what is it?
A resounding.
One, a resounding. 6 for 6 resounding. You answered Kate yourself. What do you mean you're embarrassed?
The fucking truth. I would be. And I was. Next question.
Do you Alright.
It's the fingers.
It's fingers.
Okay. Well, me, I'm gonna eat it.
I'm picking one that I like.
Yeah, I go do that
You
too.
go through and pick it.
Which is going to be rare because Alex is so
I
picky.
eat baby chocolate.
I'm gonna call. It's gonna be like plain chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a Milky Way or some shit.
There we go.
Isn't
Back into the sock.
back into the
Dairy
sock.
milk,
It's
baby.
mine.
Alright, what's on your dairy milk?
Alright, we got which A-MUSE member is most likely to fall asleep in class?
I think this is probably gonna be unanimous again.
Wait,
The way you're preemptively laughing.
Okay.
wait.
Ah!
Alright, we're good.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
So we've got Pengi
interesting.
has put Rinya, Lolly and Luvkii and Rinya have put Rinya, and then Kate and Alex have put Lolly.
You're both very sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have fallen asleep in class. Thankfully, you know when you reach grade 12 and you kind of are allowed to do whatever you want in class when it reaches that point? This one time I just passed out in class and the bell rang and then my friend was like, wake up, and I was like, but yeah. And also I am the resident sleepyhead of A-MUSE, I
Yeah.
like to think.
Yeah.
See, in high school, like, I was always staying up till 3, 4 in the morning. And when I got to year 12, the teachers didn't give a shit. Like, I know I would walk into my study of religion class and just put my head down on the desk for 70 minutes. And the teacher did not give a shit. He was like, look, your choice if you want to pay attention or not. So I was always sleeping.
Me
in
and
school.
Lolly sleeping through like educational settings. Like,
Yeah.
we're shaking hands furiously. Kate's turn.
Kate's turn. I kind of want the Turkish delight, but I know everyone likes Turkish
I
delight.
I
love
like
Turkish delight.
I will
think
eat.
that's actually a hot take. Everyone
Yeah.
does not like Turkish.
I like Turkish delight.
That's for me.
How many chockies are in there?
12.
Whoa, 2 each.
Whoa.
Well, I thought, you know, we could maybe do...
Another round, yeah.
I was like, we'll see how we're going for time. I think we've got time for 2 rounds.
Yeah.
The chockies have been sitting on my lap, so they might be a little bit...
Ooh, yum
bit-
yum
a bit
Kate
gooey,
lap
a bit
chockies.
melty. Okay, so... This question is... Who is the most likely to bring Macca's or KFC to school for lunch?
That's a very specific question.
Jake helped me with that one.
Alright, are we all ready?
Yeah.
No.
3, 2, 1.
Well,
Ooh, so we have 3 answers of Alex, 2 answers of Lolly, and 1 answer of Rinya. Why me?
Because you always have a little Mackie or when you
That's
used to
true.
work at Mackie's.
No, but
especially.
this is in high school.
Yeah, even
think about
it's
think
in
about
high
yourself
school.
now.
Yeah.
Think about yourself.
Are we talking about...
Think about yourself now, would you?
That changes things. Rinya is a little KFC coleslaw themed as
I
well.
am. Yeah.
Okay, I actually, because my high school was literally like, my high school was here, like, and then the shopping centre was literally like the massive shopping centre was literally like across the road. So before school, I would always just go to Macca's. Sometimes I would even skip school and go over there and go to the food court and grab Macca's or KFC and then come back. So
See, my thought process for picking Lolly was like, actually bring, like, I feel like Lolly would have Macca's or KFC the night before. and then bring her leftover McDonald's or KFC to school like an absolute animal.
That is what I do.
now.
In fact, a couple weeks ago.
I mean, now I feel like that's what she would do if she was in school.
Well, yeah, a couple weeks ago, I was house sitting for Alex for one night, and we got KFC. Oh, like she shouted me KFC, and it was like a big box meal. And I ate everything except the burger, and I was like, I'll save the burger for later. And so I ate it like the next day. And that's what I always do with my KFC box meals. I eat everything except the burger, and I'm like, that's a treat for later.
Somewhat related, Lolly is like the resident garbage bin of
Yeah.
whenever we have leftovers, especially like when I finish like half my KFC burger, I'm like, hey, do you want this? And she's like, it's for me. Yum, 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 yum. It's for me.
Some gnarly Vizink sandwiches.
That's like with my onions.
Onions.
Alright.
All right,
Lolly's
Miss
turn.
Lolly.
Lollies go.
All right.
La Lolly. Oh, flake.
Actually, no, it will be difficult to eat.
Flake.
What have we got? Oh, you like flake?
Fergie on your lap, like ready to suck
I'll
up.
have a fucking picnic.
What?
Pink Nick.
Pink thing.
Which A-MUSE member would be most likely to get ducks?
Get what?
Ducks, highest
in
grade.
school.
Like right now?
What's ducks?
Yeah, right.
It's
yeah.
like
Ducks is in the animal?
no,
No,
ducks
no,
is
no.
in, you know, school ducks.
Like the highest.
yeah.
Highest
They're
achieving
thinking
student.
ducks is in quack, and I was like,
No,
So
do you?
Alex looks very confused right now. So at the end of every year in grade 12, I pick one exemplary student, and it's called Ducks of the School DUX, because it's Latin for some shit. But they're pretty much the best student in the school. Like they
The
got,
highest grades.
they
in
you
all
know they
classes.
contributed to like what's it called, after school activities like
you can tell what's
Like if you were like class, if you were like sports captain, or
sports
if you
captain, but you also did like after school activities like choir and stuff. Like you were immersing yourself in school while also having really good kind of grades. Yeah, so you were like the exemplary student. As for ducks, for us right now,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, this is
that's
a tough one
tough
for me.
one.
I'm struggling as well.
Alright.
Answer the question however you want. You can
Alright,
say,
alright,
well, I
alright.
think when you were a student you would have done this, or
all right,
'Kay.
are we ready?
3, 2, 1. Bacha.
Why me?
because you're really good at math and
Yeah, but I was like awful at like co-curricular shit. I was like, I joined choir and I never showed up for a
But
single.
you and Luvkii won the choir competition.
Yeah,
and
but that's
also,
just was
and
sexy.
also you're really good at math.
See, this is a tough one because I like put myself down, but I would also agree with Kate or Rinya. It's one of those things where I would like sit them all. Next to each
So
other.
four of us answered Kate because
Whoa.
Kate was the teacher's pet.
Also, she's very invested whenever she like
In the
like,
arts,
Whenever she
yeah.
has like a hobby or like anything she's really passionate about, she's very invested.
Watch her
Kate
streams.
is very diligent.
Yes.
She's also very smart.
Yeah.
Kate,
Kate.
my turn.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Christmas sock. I know the one that I want.
Christmas song. Am I gonna be left with like the leftovers?
Yeah, get fucked.
Is it wrapped and covered with glue?
I want the caramel one. Okie dokie. Who would be the most likely to cheat in an exam?
Yeah.
Cheat, like just try it and get away with it, or
No,
just
because
try
That's
it?
the question. Cheat in
I
an
have a
exam.
story.
Oh dear. I think we've got our answer there then.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah. I feel
Alright.
like none of us would, but in terms of most likely to,
Alright.
I assume.
Are we ready?
No! Sorry.
3. Oh, I thought you were done, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, good.
3, 2, 1.
Cha.
So we've got 3 Luvkiis and 3 Alekses. It is worth noting Luvkii answered herself and Alex also answered herself.
Okay, my story is like, look, okay, I like taking the easy way out if I can, which is usually by cheating. In high school, my significant cheating experience during an exam was for some reason in science class. We were doing a written exam, and then I had my laptop in my bag down at my feet. I took my laptop out and I opened it with my foot and started typing questions into Google with my
your
toes.
What? With your toes? Did you have your socks and shoes off?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And I made eye contact with my teacher at one point, and I was like, and he didn't say anything, and so I just kept
Do you think he
going.
noticed?
Yes.
It's just like, alright.
They were like the open desk, so like it was like a single desk, and you just had like
Yeah.
bars, and there was nothing covering it. I
And
was,
you
like,
thought that
I
you
was
could get
typing
away
with my
with it.
feet, and I was like, Okay, girl. And I got like an 80%.
Luvkii, I'd like to hear the reasoning behind Luvkii.
I'm just a bad bitch.
It was just really weird because I think you were really diligent in high school. I think about the subjects that you cared about, not maths, but like geography and like history, you would like always, you know, you were like pretty much close to top of the class and you cared about it a lot. I don't know.
It's funny, I answered Luvkii because I agree that I think you're diligent and I know that you would like not actually cheat on an exam, but I think you would do it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
You would do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's harder
Just to see if you could.
Just to see if I could.
Rinya's turn on the stocking. I was saying this earlier, but does that mean I just get all the shit chockies at the end?
You can go back this way.
Yeah.
You can have 2 goes in a row.
Which A-MUSE member would be most likely to start a debate with the teacher? A heated debate.
A heated debate.
I think you could do.
Alright. 3.
No.
3.
No.
You know when teachers would do the 3?
And you
2 and a half.
Okay.
2 and 1 quarter.
Good.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh, so we've got everyone answering Pengi except Lolly who answered Rinya, which I can understand.
Also, Pengi is.
The thing is conditional with this because Pengi would have to give enough of a shit in the first place to do so.
That's why I didn't
But
put Pengi down.
if she did give enough of a shit, oh boy, it would be really funny. I want to hear your reasoning for Rinya.
The reason why I said Rinya, because I agree with Pengi, it's sort of like to get her heated, you have to make her care about a subject, whereas like you have a tendency to be very passionate about everything.
It is
and
true.
to sometimes about like, not necessarily like inconsequential things, but things where people might go, oh yeah, it's whatever, you're like,
Actually.
Water is not wet.
The thing is, this year Rinya has had a bit of character development
So true.
where if someone had been silly or been a bit of a scallywag to Rinya, there was she could just be a badass and be like, I'm not dealing with this, and being like, I'm walking away. That's the biggest character development of all time. Rinya of a year ago, absolutely not. But
Would have
this
been
year
biffin'.
this year you were like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that. And I've been like,
For my cholesterol levels, I am leaving that.
Meanwhile, I this year accidentally started a massive fight on Twitter about the strawberry dress. Icon.
All right.
Iconic behavior.
it is
As a-
Luvkii's turn.
No, it's mine.
You just-
again.
Why is
Yeah,
it your
because
turn
we
again?
go-
Oh yeah, that's right.
I get no chocky.
None for you.
Luvkii's like, give me the next chocky.
Well, I thought, yeah, no, you're right. Rinya,
I will
second
get
right.
the picnic.
Picnic.
All right. Who would be most likely to trip over on stage during graduation / another important ceremony? Are we all ready?
Yeah.
yeah.
Alex is still thinking. She's got her thinking goggles on.
I don't know.
Thinking goggles, that's another thing that teachers would be like.
Thinking hats, thinking
Yes.
goggles.
Never thinking socks.
Never thinking so.
Yeah.
Not me though, I'm different.
Yeah, I've never made a mistake.
Okay, wait, change.
Come on.
Come on, Alex.
3,
We don't have all day.
2 and a half. 2 and a quarter.
Alright, I'm good.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, do we have no matchups? No, me and Kate have a matchup.
Yeah. And
Alex.
and I.
My reasoning behind Kate is because there was this one time in one of the Sydney shows where Kate was doing her part in a song and she fell over and I thought it was like on purpose and I was like, oh.
No, I actually just ate shit. I put myself down because I actually did this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Has full.
I put myself down because I did this in high school. You can check with Luvkii, and I still do it now. I never do it with my shoelaces, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave the car and my shoelaces. I'm not done, but yeah.
Tripping.
Why did you say
Ladies
you
be
were
tripping.
bullied?
I don't know how to explain this, but sometimes when we're on stage, because we have a lot of parts together, right? It's not that you trip over, but sometimes I look over at you and there's just like total vacancy there, and I'm like, girl, are you good?
I chose me because I'm most notorious for getting punched or like slapped by
That's
someone
also
on
a great
stage.
point.
It is true.
I chose myself because I have a tendency to lose my glasses randomly on stage. and have eaten shit a couple of times. I'm just a clumsy bitch.
We're all clumsy.
I'm just
bitches.
a clumsy bitch.
because
We're all clumsy in different ways, yeah.
Except for Lolly, she's
Except
built
Lolly,
different.
Lolly
I'm
got
different.
Luvkii.
My turn again.
Yum 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 yum. Chalky chalky.
Yum,
chalky.
yum, 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 yum. All of the bits.
We're just surrounded by like chocolate wrappers at this
Yeah, I'll
point.
do that one. Alrighty.
Chonky.
Chunky wonky. Alrighty. Oh, this is stuck? Okay. Which A-MUSE member is most likely to be suspended from school?
Ooh. Huh. I need to think about this one a little.
Yeah, I also know my answer.
Like now?
Now. It's based on now.
Oh, fuck me.
You can tell that we're all ravenous because we just immediately eat the chocolate that we get given.
I didn't. I'm
Based
different.
on now? Does it have to be based on now?
I thought the answers were based on
Okay, I'm changing the rule. You can base it on whatever you want.
Alright.
Hold on. I've realised I've actually forgotten to write a name in here.
Whoops.
My brain
Everyone
is.
look away.
Everyone don't look. We're not looking.
Alright.
I do not perceive.
Or maybe I did and I'm just having a stroke anyway.
Alright.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Me?
Oh. So we've got 3 answers of Lolly, 1 answer of Pengi, 1 answer of Aleks, and 1 answer of Rinya.
Why me?
Because you're built different.
Because you always tell us all these stories and about how you would just rock up halfway through the day during school, and at my school you would just straight up you would get suspended for that.
I would say on like thing, but like your one experience with yeah, that's what
Fair enough, I've lived a colourful life.
Why do you put Aleks,
I
okay?
put Aleks because she's talking about how she would wag school to go get Donalds, or like would rock up late to class and stuff like that, which I know is not
naughty.
something-
That actually is
It's
true.
not
yeah.
a sackable offence, but
I would get suspended.
I don't think any of us would get suspended for. Actually, no. I'm gonna reiterate. Most of us wouldn't get suspended for like serious offences. It would mostly be like building up of like
Yeah.
minor things like
Yeah.
uniform offences.
Yeah.
However, I put myself because if we're basing it off now, I would be most likely to get into a fist
Oh,
fight
yes.
at school.
Oh, yeah.
Like a physical fist fight.
I think I can run you head to. I actually have gotten into physical altercations at school.
That's why I put you down.
I understand this, and because honestly, if I didn't put you down, I was going to put me because I have gotten into physical altercations at school, wagged school, and I also used to throw all my detention slips in the bin. I was no goody two shoes.
This is another case, I think, of whether or not Pengi gives enough of a shit
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
to start that
If you
fist
see
fight.
say something to personally offend me enough, I'll smack you.
Whereas I get fired up, you can be like, water is wet, and I'll fucking biff you.
Like, no.
Why did you put me down? Luvkii.
Oh, because you're a bad bitch.
Answer to everything.
I think like Lolly marches to the beat of her own drum and she's built different, and I feel like she's also not one to not be embroiled in a scandal or something.
But what's that got to do with suspension?
You can get suspended for doing something scandalous.
Ooh. On to the next question, Miss Lolly.
I'm just so sexy and mysterious.
It's true, and you should say it.
Yeah, crunchy. All right. Which A-MUSE member would be most likely to forget it was free dress day?
I know.
This is.
Easy.
I'm.
All right.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna change my answer.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hold on.
yeah, I'm good.
All right. Go. Four Luvkiis, 1 Aleks, and 1 Lolly.
Me?
I put Lolly because Lolly sometimes, she's a bit scatterbrained. She's got so much to look after, and sometimes she's like, oops, I straight up forgot to do that. So I don't know, maybe. Actually,
fair
wait,
enough.
no. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it is Luvkii. So we have our own A-MUSE kind of group chat to be like, guys, don't forget to do this, don't forget to do that. Like, don't forget to bring your towels to practice because we're doing a song with a
Don't forget
towel
we're meeting at
dance.
this time. We're meeting
Yeah,
here.
we don't forget we're meeting at this time and we're meeting here. And then 6 hours later, Luvkii's in the chat like, where are we meeting? Where are we meeting? This morning for the podcast.
So you're a close runner-up.
Yeah.
But
I'm also
Luvkii
changing my
clean
answer
slate. I've done
after But even this morning, I woke up and at 11:30 p.m. last night in the group chat, Luvkii was like, "When are we meeting today?" So yeah,
And we have like a calendar with all of the times on it, and even then I'm like, what's going on? I don't remember.
Yeah, on to the next
I've
question.
claimed the boost.
Boost claimed.
Who is most likely to draw during class? Whose book is the most covered with scribbles? I know this is a hard one because we all like.
Okay,
scribble
can I
and stuff
answer
like that.
two?
Not me though, I'm different.
Pick one and explain why. It doesn't
Alright,
have to be
alright,
like the one.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
No.
I was
Yes.
focused on my chalky.
Stop focusing on your chalky.
I want to like shift my weight in this chair, but Fergie's been sleeping in my lap the whole time and her head's buried under Kate's petticoat and I'm like, oh my god, I can't move.
She's so long, she always takes up 2 seats.
She's also got her head shoved through the arms of 2 chairs.
Yeah, I'm worried I'm gonna
Decapitate her. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, I was kind of expecting this to be one of 2 answers. So we have 4 Rinyas and 2 Pengis, although for me, Rinya and Pengi are like tied together. So Pengi, obviously, because she's the art bitch. But also, I was also a little bit of an art bitch in high school, and Luvkii knows this, but I also got told off for this in exam. An exam I got an A in, but I ran out of time. No, sorry. I had too much time, so I doodled all over my exam paper, and I got it back, and my teacher was like, "You did really well, Rinya, but next time you should probably dedicate the rest of your time to checking your work instead of drawing." And I was like, "Oh."
The reason why I put Rinya down, right, is because when I bought these sketchbooks for us for A-MUSE Academy, like I brought it to the first podcast session and like the second I put it down, she was immediately like, "Can I draw on it?"
Look at that atrocity.
What do you mean atrocity?
Lots of doodles.
Lots of doodles. You know that one bitch who sat in the back of class and just drew anime eyes all over everything? Or hands, that was me.
Same
Me and Pengi shaking hands from across the table, same bitches.
I chose myself for this because this is something that I constantly got in trouble for the whole way through school, primary school, high school, notebooks and pens taken off me, made to sit outside, all sorts of shit because I just like couldn't help myself.
Yep.
And I would just be drawing all over shit. And I have a particularly memorable moment from one of our QCS practice classes.
For those who don't realize, QCS is an annual end of year, well, not end of year, it's kind of like just a high school test that all grade 12s sit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a university entry exam.
Yeah, sort of like that. And because I didn't do an OP, I did a tertiary rank, which was not the standard. At the time of me going to school, it was not the standard thing that you did. You did an OP, which is a score between 1 and 25, 1 being the highest, 25 being the lowest.
Yeah.
I did a ranking instead, which was a totally different thing, and I didn't have to do the QCS, but I sat it anyway, so if I did well, I would get extra points towards my rank.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't really have to go to these classes, but went to them anyway, and we were going through answers from a practice exam. And we just happened to be on a section where it was part of like the English like literacy area, so I did really well, and I got none of the answers in this particular section incorrect. So I was sat there, not really contributing to the conversation, drawing on my book, and the teacher who was in charge of the session got me for drawing and was like, "Would you like to tell me which answers you got wrong on this part?" And I said, "None of them."
Dead in the eyes.
That's my favourite. It was very funny.
You just got me like worked up over OP stuff. I got trauma from that.
Also, here's Miku. She's on my book.
Yay! Aleks has staked claim of the flake. It has made
Everyone else will die if they get it.
That's okay. I wanted the dream.
Which A-MUSE member would be most likely to be school captain? And easy.
Alright, have you flipped to your answer or are you eating your chalky?
I just looked my answer.
Okay.
This time.
3, 2, 1. Ooh!
me.
Alright, so we've got 3 answers of Lolly, 2 answers of Kate, and 1 answer of Luvkii from Kate. Would you like to explain that?
So Luvkii is very funny.
Funny looking.
No, usually because this kind of thing is through like your peers vote for you. I feel like Luvkii would get up there with like a really killer speech and win everyone over.
Popular vote.
Yeah. I feel like if I got up and did a speech, I would be like, I will look after you, I promise.
This is really funny because me and Luvkii in high school, we were like the loner kids. We were the weird weeaboo anime kids no one wanted to like.
Our school had this weird system where basically at least 75% of the student body in year 12 ended up being a captain or a leader or some kind of like
a chaplain,
leadership role, like some random leadership role, and it left like there were so many of them that like there was only a small portion of the population that didn't have any leadership, and that was us.
That was us, yeah.
We didn't have
We were there
anything.
yeah. Didn't have to go to any compulsory school events.
I appreciate that. I'll take it. That's
Alright.
very cool.
Yeah, Lolly will mostly because, you know, she's the leader of A-MUSE right
She's
now.
a leader type.
And she's responsible.
I thought about putting Lolly, but I also don't know if Lolly would be interested in being school captain.
That's true.
I don't even know what being a school captain fucking entails.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be real. But I put Kate down because I think she's very responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
Kate.
is Lolly a bit of a tie with Kate
Mm.
for me.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent. Lucky
Last
last.
question.
Last.
Pengi gets the dream.
While I
Yum, 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 yum.
but would you like to know something surprising about me given my track record in high school?
Yeah, go on.
Sure.
I had a leadership position.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah. Me and my best friend from Japanese class, we were the language captains.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, bestie.
Last
Too shy to have a
question.
leadership position.
Who is the most likely to cry during class?
In what way?
What was that
I think
Just
the
any.
context
Oh,
is up to you.
dear.
A-MUSE, we are all fucking sus
Crybabies.
about everything, so
Not me though. I'm just
not Lolly. Lolly built different.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. All right. So we've got Kate, Alex, Alex. So a pretty even, like, you know, 4 for Alex, 2 for Kate.
Me and Kate, the most emotional bitches in the
Yep.
The thing is, I wouldn't say like it's even by a large margin, because I even put myself up for this, because in this isn't high school technically, but in uni, me and Lolly took the same subject or the same course. I think it was something to do with economics. It was like economics and data.
It was data analysis.
Yeah, data analysis, and I had a bit of a breakdown about it, had to cry, and then passed out on her floor straight after.
Yeah.
Alex was also
And I
there.
came home and I lost my voice.
Yeah,
she
that's right.
but the thing is, right?
I was crying. I went straight from crying.
Yeah, because I always had Rinya come over every week because we had weekly homework for this class, and I was so fucking bad at the subject, and I would be like, Rinya, I need help. And so she'd be there like explaining the same concept to me 20 times, and I would be like, I don't get it, until I suddenly got it. Anyway, we got to the end of semester, and there was this one that was so fucking hard that neither of us could figure it out. And yeah, Rinya started having a breakdown on the floor, and she like, I put a, like she was crying for a bit, and then it just suddenly faded away.
It was like I was out like a light. I don't remember passing out at all.
And I like went and put a blanket over her, and she was just like there asleep on the floor
And
for
I
like an
remember
hour.
coming home and I was like, I just got back from like a wedding and I like somehow at some point I lost my voice during that wedding. I came home and I was squeaking like,
Rinya's like passed out on the floor. Like,
See, I put you, Alex, because like I feel where I would be like a pressure crier, like a stress crier. I think you'd be the teacher said something nasty to me, I'm going to cry.
Yeah,
I was gonna say with Alex is a gentle soul.
Yes.
if
Soft
anyone
baby.
slightly raises or changes their tone, I'm like,
I feel like a lot of the time you think that people are really upset when
Yes.
they're not. So if someone is like, hey, you just need to do this, you'll be like,
I'm so sorry. Also because I would cry in class all the time. I think I've said before, but my English teacher, God bless his soul, I would like after every single class, I'd just stay back and I would cry, and he'd be like,
there.
It's like 15-year-old girl, like it's okay.
Yeah.
But he was a good man. But yes, I cry very often.
I put myself because I cry about everything. Honestly, I think that there's not really a
We're the same but different.
yeah, we cry about different things.
I think
We
Kate would have cried over maths.
No, actually.
Not maths, science.
I think that Kate would have cried over a bad grade.
Yeah.
She's like, damn.
The silence was deafening.
So I got an OP6 in the QCS.
Which is very good for people who don't
but
know the system.
My-
You get like a special like honor like recognition if you get an OP 1 to 5 usually.
Well, that's the thing. The school made this massive song and dance about getting an OP 1 to 5. Like, if you get an OP 1 to 5, you're the best shit. You're so smart. You're so cool. And I needed a 9 to get into my uni course, so I got my 6, and like I was guaranteed into my course. They offered me a position, and I went downstairs to my mum, bawling my eyes out, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
You got what
Wait.
you wanted.
No,
Yeah.
This is the exact vibe that I expected. I have your chart. I know you're an emotional Pisces bitch.
I want to in the future, Pengi doing just an astrology reading on all of us.
That would be a
Upcoming
fun
class.
Upcoming
That would be a
class.
fun episode. Astrology.
Maybe I have to get everyone's charts in line.
I do have to ask, what would you have done if you got an OP20?
I don't know. I feel like I would have been upset, but then I would have gotten over it and just found another way to do what I wanted to do.
Fair enough.
I used to be a really sensitive bitch in high school, and then I don't know. These days I'm different.
I'm built different.
I
Yes,
think
we get it. You're
like-
built different.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a wanker, but I don't think that would have been possible
Oh, no,
because
yeah.
my grades were good. So
I was
if I got an
saying.
OP20, it would have been really surprising because like even if I absolutely bombed the test, and I don't test well, so I think even if I absolutely fucked it up, my grades would make it so that I would at least get in like the 10+ range. Like,
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how I graduated high school.
well, you did.
Yeah, bloody did.
I'm in uni now.
I yodeled my way through the QCS, and I got told later that, because I got a B, I think in the end on the QCS, even though I didn't need to do it, and I was just like chilled because it wasn't compulsory for me. And my mum works in a high school, and the principal of the school that she works for, I was talking about that, and she was like, that was naughty of you to not do an OP if you did that well on the QCS. And I was like, I didn't
It's not
like
the right.
that.
It's not the right pathway for
It's
everyone.
not worth the pressure.
The only reason she says that is because the QCS ranks your school against other schools. So the more
Exactly.
students that do better
Yeah.
in the QCS,
Get
the
more
better your
funding.
school
It's
ranks.
a very
Yeah,
bizarre system.
it is. So I'm
And
glad
it's
we've
also
moved to the
not
A
systematic.
type.
The
Yeah.
system has changed. So we are coming to the end of episode 4,
Ooh.
but we do have a patron question to
Woo.
answer.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much to everybody who has submitted questions. And this one that we're answering today is from Joseph.
Whoa.
And he asks, since we're getting closer to being able to travel overseas again, what are some countries that you haven't been to before that you'd like to visit?
Just like personally, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume personally, I think that
Hard mode. None of you bitches say Japan.
it specifically says that you haven't been to before, so
Yes.
Okay.
no one can say Japan.
Okay.
All right. Shall we start down the line? I'll go first.
Yeah, Rinya can go first.
I'd like to go to a lot of Asian countries. Obviously, I've been to China and Japan, but I'd like to go to Korea. I'd like to go to Singapore, Hong Kong. Taiwan. But I would also really like to check out like the the Slavic countries.
Nordic.
Nordic. Yeah, sorry. So like
Sweden.
Switzerland, Sweden, Greenland. All those, because my sister went before and she said it was lovely. So yeah, I think that would be really fun.
Nice. I've done a lot of international travel in my time, but the one country that I've never been to is America. And it's my dream for my 25th birthday that I want to stay in Bella Swan's house, and I want to do the Olympic Peninsula to
Aw.
Washington, and then I want to go to Disneyland.
Do like a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. I guess I'm pretty fortunate that I've been able to do a bit of travel as well. Some places that I haven't gone yet that I'd really like to go. I'd like to go check out South Korea when I get the chance. And I also don't give me the guns. Don't give me the guns.
No. The gun is for a different reason.
A different reason.
China.
Yeah, I also want to go to China.
I want to drag Lolly to China
But
with
also,
me. China's
my
lovely.
family went to, my parents went on honeymoon to Italy for a month, and their photos were really beautiful. And with Italy having won Eurovision this year, I've been in the mode of like, I want to go to Italy. So, yeah, Italy, South Korea, China.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I could go anywhere in the world right now, I would go to the US. I've been before, but I'd miss my family and I would
Aw.
like to see them. But outside of that, I would like to go to Europe, specifically Ireland. I would like to go to Ireland. I'd like to go to Ireland. And I want to meet Jake's family and
Aw.
do Europe and Italy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Europe in general.
Yeah.
I also really want to do Korea. Me and Lily are thinking of trying to go
Sneak out when the borders
sneak
open.
out if we can. But other than that, my part of my family is actually from Malta, and I would really, really, really love to go to Malta and see kind of where my family comes from. And I think that would be fun. Also, I've seen heaps of photos of Malta, and it is so beautiful there. Like, yes.
I'd like to go to Germany as well, actually. Because
Is that where your family's from?
Yeah, my grandpa, like on my dad's side, we're German. So I would like to go. My surname
gut.
is there's a town, like the town I'm from has my same surname. I would like to go there.
Nice. You
I'm
should.
trying to say this without doxing myself. I would like to go to Redacted in Germany.
Have same hat. I would like to go to Redacted in Scotland because of my surname. But I also like, for me, I've been fortunate that I've done a fair bit of traveling over my life, and at the moment, the one place that I have never set foot is the UK. So,
Wow.
and
That's surprising.
my partner, his entire family is from the UK, so he lives here with his parents and his sister, and everybody else is in the UK. And I've been fortunate enough to meet most of them from them coming here, but I've never been able to visit them. And right before the pandemic hit for our graduation, we were actually going to go to the UK for like 6 weeks. But obviously that did not happen. And we just, there's so many places that I want to go in the UK. I'd really like to, I'd like to go to York, and I would like to see, there's an area, what's it called? It's escaping my brain right now, but it's basically the area that, like, it's like real life Diagon Alley. It's what Diagon Alley is based off of.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
I think it's called the Boroughs. I'm gonna need to Google. But yeah, there's many beautiful areas. I would like to go to Bath. I would like to go up north to Scotland and explore my heritage. And I've also just heard that it's beautiful.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So I would really like to go, and it's kind of like my first planned thing for when we're allowed to travel again.
So thank you so much, Joseph, for that question.
Thank you.
Thank you. So if you want to ask us a question to answer, you can do so by becoming a Patreon from as little as 3 AUD, Australian dollars. a
Whatever
month.
it is.
Whatever it is. Whatever Patreon is. 3 Australian
About
dollars
$2.
a month, where you can access the Patreon exclusive survey where you can ask questions. And if you ask like a silly little question or a question that, you know, we might fancy, then maybe we'll answer it in the future episodes.
If you give us a silly little question, we might just
If
give
you-
you a silly
little answer.
Sorry, we might.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Happy
Christmas.
See you
We
in
love you.
2020.
Enjoy your
Too.
Christmas break towards 2022.
Bye.
Stay safe, stay healthy.